Finland proved that smart safety technology doesn't just prevent crashes, it enables bigger, more efficient trucks that deliver benefits nobody expected. Finnish research show roughly a 33% cut in emissions per ton-mile when using high-capacity combinations versus smaller traditional rigs. Finland's bigger trucks aren't just hauling more cargo, they're doing it while producing far less pollution from the American approach. Think of it like replacing several small vans with one larger and more efficient lorry. Fewer engines running per ton of freight means less fuel burned per ton. In the US, moving the same amount of freight requires more trucks, more engines, and more fuel. Finland solved this by simply being smarter about truck design. A single Finnish high-capacity vehicle can haul what would take more than 2 standard US trucks, each capped at 80,000 pounds. Fewer engines, tires, and drivers mean less fuel burned, with every truck taken off the road saving hundreds of gallons of diesel. The numbers back it up. Finnish high-capacity transport systems use about 1/3 less fuel per ton of cargo compared to traditional trucking. Researchers tracked fuel consumption across thousands of deliveries and found huge efficiency gains from allowing bigger, more advanced truck designs. Scaled across the nation, these gains prevent millions of tons of carbon dioxide emission. Finland's transport analysis estimates HCTs reduce carbon dioxide by roughly 2.5 million tons annually, the equivalent of permanently removing 500,000 cars from the road. The benefits aren't theoretical. Every day, Finland's freight system moves more cargo while producing less pollution than countries limited to smaller trucks. The efficiency comes automatically when outdated restrictions give way to modern vehicle policy. Finland proved what many thought impossible: trucks that carry more cargo while producing less pollution per ton. Their system shows environmental protection and economic efficiency can work hand in hand when policy keeps up with technology. So why hasn't America adopted these proven solutions? The answer lies in decades-old decisions still shaping trucking today. In 1982, Congress codified the 53-foot trailer length and the 80,000-pound federal weight limit, decisions shaped by concerns about bridge loads and uneven speed standards at the time. These limits made sense when bridges were weaker and safety technology was basically non-existent. Lawmakers in 1982 made trucking rules using available knowledge about bridge safety and truck design capabilities. They worried about old concrete bridges cracking under heavy loads, with no idea that modern trucks would come with computer-controlled braking systems and collision avoidance technology. The 53-foot trailer limit worked in the 1980s, but now it's like trying to run modern software on a computer from the Reagan era. Everything else in transportation gets better over 40 years. Cars become safer and more efficient, planes got bigger and cleaner, ships started carrying massive containers across oceans, but American trucks stayed frozen in time, using the exact same size limits from decades ago. The result is a patchwork of state rules and bridge restrictions that vary by jurisdiction, adding complexity for long-distance freight operators. Here's what this means for truckers. They cross state lines and face different weight limits, different bridge restrictions, and different rules about where they can drive. Some states allow heavier loads on certain highways, others ban big trucks from specific bridges during rush hour. The rules change every few hundred miles. While European countries work with truck manufacturers to optimize designs, American regulations actively prevent progress. European officials study crash data, test new safety systems, and update their laws when technology improves. American officials mostly ignore new research and keep using rules written before the internet existed. Think of it like one group upgrading their phones every few years while another group refuses to replace their rotary phone. Truck cabs have grown into driver living spaces with flat-screen TVs, refrigerators, and sleeping areas that rival hotel rooms. But trailer length and federal weight caps have not changed since 1982, so a haul capacity per trip is stuck even as cab design advanced. The engines produce more horsepower than race cars from the 1980s, but those powerful trucks still pull the same small trailers that truckers used 40 years ago. The safety rationale historically centered on bridge capacity and infrastructure. Finland confronted the same concerns by pairing longer combinations with testing, mandated safety tech, and targeted permit rules. This regulatory freeze forces more trucks onto roads, burns more fuel, and creates more wear on infrastructure to move the same freight. Simply put, America needs 3 trucks to do what one Finnish truck handles easily. Those extra trucks means more traffic jams, more diesel burned, and more wear on highways that already need repairs. The bottleneck isn't technology or safety, it's policy choices that refuse to adapt to modern capabilities. Other countries are proving that smarter approaches work. Finland shows size and safety can be aligned through evidence-based policy and mandatory tech. Finnish trucks carry twice the cargo while producing 1/3 less pollution per ton moved. Their safety systems prevent more accidents than traditional designs ever could. If you found the research compelling, leave a comment. Should the US test similar high-capacity combinations? Subscribe for more technical case studies.